using 3 points of contact. You're going to ask them to get in using 3 points of contact. And then you're going to start off with safety, 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 right? So we're going to go ahead and start with the seat belt. The seat belt is not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured, and it's in good working condition. Clicks in and out as it should. Vehicle specifications. Is not cracked. There's no frays in the belt in any way, shape, or form. Underneath the seat, there's a red box. The red box is not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured, and it's in good working condition. Inside that red box, there's 3 reflective triangles. Those 3 reflective triangles are not cracked, bent, or broken. They're properly secured in good working condition. There's also spare fuses inside that red box. They are not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured in good working condition. If you'd like, you can mention the minimum of 6 spare fuses inside that red box. There's a fire extinguisher underneath of our seat. It is not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured, and it's in good working condition, properly charged and rated for this vehicle. We then are going to perform a safety start. Make sure you talk to them. I'm going to put this truck key into the ignition. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to let it cycle through. I'm going to make sure the brake is on. Make sure that my foot's on the pedal here. As it cycles through, you're going to notice that the ABS light comes on and turns off, letting you know that it functions as it should. Now that the truck is started, I'm going to go ahead and start. Let's go with glass, right? We're going to start with the driver's side and the passenger side mirrors that are they are facing the way I want them. They are directing in the way that I want them to be for me to see correctly out of the side mirrors. They're not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured in good working condition. They're not missing your loose nuts or bolts, free of debris or any kind of illegal stickers. We have our driver's side and our passenger side windows, little side windows here. They're not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured, and they're in good working condition, free of any kind of illegal stickers or any kind of debris. And then you're going to jump up to the front windshield. The front windshield is not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured in good working condition, free of debris and illegal stickers. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to jump into the windshield wipers. You're already there, right? The truck's already running. So we're going to turn those on. Windshield wipers, windshield wiper blades, windshield wiper assembly work as they should. They are not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured, and they are in good working condition, all to vehicle specifications. We're now going to move our way down to our heater and defroster. Make sure it's on both, right? We're going to check above and below that it works properly to vehicle specifications. We're now going to go ahead and we're going to start with the gauges. We're going to start with our oil pressure gauge. It is sitting at vehicle specifications located here. And we're going to look at our water temperature gauge is at vehicle specifications located here. We have our depth gauge that has vehicle specifications enough to do our drive here today, and our fuel gauge is not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured in good working condition. We have our primary and secondary air gauges. They're located here and here and are working at vehicle specifications. We have our voltmeter in the middle there reading about 14 volts and is reading at vehicle specifications. While we're here, right, we're going to go ahead and clear it out. The gauges all work as they should to vehicle specifications. We're now going to take our left blinker, and that is working at vehicle specifications. We have our right blinker and is working at vehicle specifications. We have our high beams, hands-free, right? Our headlights are already on and they're working at vehicle specifications. And then we have our hazards. And they are working at vehicle specifications located here and here. After the gauges, we're going to go ahead and run over to the horn. You're going to honk the horn. The horn is not cracked, bent, or broken, properly secured in good working condition. It works to vehicle specifications. Remember now, after the horn, you're going to run your hand over it to the primary and secondary air gauges. This is where the air governor shutoff clicks off at 100 to 125 psi. We're then going to run over to our parking brake, since the parking brake is already on. And we're going to go ahead and put the truck into drive, put our foot on the brake pedal, and we're going to put the truck into drive, and we're going to push against the parking brake as the parking brake is on. We then are going to notice that the truck did not move, letting us know that our parking brake is working as it should. After that, we're going to go ahead and push in the parking brake, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the truck into drive, and we're going to pull forward to about 5 miles an hour. At about 5 miles an hour, we're going to go ahead and stop the truck. When we stop the truck, the service brake works as it should. The truck did not move left or right, indicating anything wrong with tire pressure, inflation, suspension, or anything wrong with any of the components in the front of the truck. You know, overworn brakes, things of that nature. Because this truck is an automatic, we're going to get out, we're going to have to set a chock block so the truck doesn't roll for the remaining parts of our air brake. Once we're back into the vehicle and our chock blocks have been set, you use 3 points of contact to get back into the truck. We're then going to disengage our brake. The truck does not move, right? Well, you disengaged the brake, which means that we lost a little bit of air inside of our primary and secondary gauges. So we're going to go ahead and let that idle back up to that 100 to 125 psi for the air governor shut off, right? So now that it's raised back up, we're going to go ahead and shut the truck off. We're going to turn the truck back on. We're turning the truck back on so that way the gauges work as they should, letting us know what we're going to be doing with our air gauges. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to step our foot down on the brake pedal and we're going to hold it for 60 seconds. And in that 60 seconds, we cannot lose any more than 3 psi. This is called a leak down test or a leak test, right? We're testing to see if we have any leaks in our system, right? So we're going to go ahead and push our foot down, pedal. Remember now, if you're asked or something comes up, 50 pounds of pressure must be applied to the foot pedal for this to work. You'll notice that the gauges lost a little bit of air during that time. So we're going to go ahead and start our 60 seconds after we lost that air. You're going to ask your instructor, hey, can I use my cell phone to check this? You want to make sure that you use something that takes exact time, because if you count out loud, odds are you're going to be off on your time. We're now going to press down our brakes to a low air indicator. Our low air indicator light will come on at 60 psi, but must come on by 55 psi. A visual and audible warning will come on when the low indicator light activates, right? So remember, 60, no less than 55 psi. Most Class B tests, you don't have to check the emergency spring brake and in the state of Oregon, but if you do have to check the emergency spring brake, you're going to continue to keep pushing down the brakes until 20 to 45 psi. The emergency spring brake pops on, letting you know that the emergency spring brake